PH are the ones who actually have the Khalid in their hands. You know, that extra passive movement speed from the Khalid is something to be concerned about as well, dude. So we'll have to see. The early game, I think it's definitely going to be a brawl again, especially for the Cho and the Khalid. This is like a long-standing rivalry, basically. Afterwards, though, yeah, look out for Influence Rage and how they want to use like maybe wave cuts and the like. But that seems like the only reason why they would require that CC. Keto. Ooh.
Oh, okay. This is not necessary. With the new patch coming in from the nerf, or rather the balance, the adjustments onto Jusin. Jusin can no longer immediately pick up someone twice in a row because of the mana consumption. So Flicker was not very necessary there.
I mean, it looked pretty close, man. One more tick, but Brusco gets out of it. Paquito trying to even the score, but he might pay the price.
Almost there, almost there. There's now another pickup coming from the side of Super Friends. King Kong takes a kill down on the Paquito, allowing them to get the first blood. But that's not going to be over just yet.
Whoa.
We do have Soul Sapper coming from King Kong. Wait, Yorun, he went back in. He wanted and hoping that he will be getting a kill on King Kong, but he no longer have any more shadows. As such, a quick little pickup and a slam from Super Friends. That is 2 kills for the side of ONIC PH for Influence Rage. And more Brawly. As Brusco leaves the battlefield with only a sliver of health. Monsters, the next one under the chopping block. King Kong effectively got 2 kills within 2 minutes.
All of that, and Brusco gets out, takes a bow. Just a great performance there. Just dancing around, getting out of all these high-risk situations. How does he do it, man? Influence Rage. I feel like there was a moment there where there was potential, but Jotun kind of went on that kill attempt on a split second, and because of that, it wasn't really well thought out. It was maybe a couple of cuts away from that shadow kill actually securing the kill, but ONIC PH maintained their composure, and now they're pulling ahead 1,000 gold, and they're immediately looking for the neutral objective here, forcing Influence Rage to maybe oblige them in a couple more battles. It's going to be a 1v1 like here.
There we go. Yorun did not manage to get his own orange buff. Unfortunately, the rest of the members for the side of Influence Rage punishes King Kong for going in and stealing the buff away. Brusco is going to be the next one on the chopping block. Amazing RWM that managed to hold Brusco within of the box.
Well, Kirk's going to have a field day though, since Monsters has left him alone. But that was a great response from Influence Rage. They saw members on the turtle, but they were looking for King Kong and made a read. Keto though.
Another Way of the Dragon onto Super Prince as he immediately ported himself out of that Zaman force as well. That's gonna be all well ends well kind of thing.
That's what Lefebvre was talking about, man. It's so annoying to deal with the Sushin because it's so safe, especially with the flicker. But look at this, oh Jotun.
Way of the Dragon actually not Way of the Dragon. Raging Sandstorm did connect, not quite enough. However, to get a kill down to Yorun at this point in time. While all of that is happening, the turtle has also gonna be taken down by the hands of King Kong. As such, objective play still in the hands of ONIC PH. That is the Spear of Destruction that lands. Kira actually just going straight in on the Fury. Fury popped the Purify, but not quite enough to get away from the grasps of ONIC PH.
This is just a difference in coordination, dude. ONIC PH, at every moment when they're starting a fight, when they are moving together, even when Influence Rage jumps on them, they never seem confused or shocked by it. It seems like they're already looking into the possibilities, so when they happen, it's like Doctor Strange. They've already done the calculations, they've seen the multiverses, and Influence Rage just can't get any momentum going for them. And once again, ONIC PH.
Massive calculation. Paquito gets himself away with a small amount of HP that's left. Influence Rage, unfortunately, no longer have got any more ways that they can engage in the battles. And speaking of engaging and initiation, this is my problem as well. Influence Rage, they actually don't have a lot of ways to initiate aside from a Way of the Dragon. I don't think and I don't believe that they will want to open the fight with RWM, unfortunately.
That's the same problem they had in game number 1 here. Paquito is just working overtime. He has to be one of the main frontliners. He has to do some utility and also scout for information. There's no real solid frontliner for the side of Influence Rage, and they're paying for it. Kirk goes in.
And now it does seem like he's already abandoned Phylax, but it does seem like even after abandoning Phylax not quite enough, but a flicker. Hey, beautiful! But the main battle is gonna be on to King Kong as he managed to get yet another kill for himself. While in the meantime, Super Prince picked up Paquito, throwing him right back. Not quite enough to bring him down though.
Oh man, again, everyone just survives on a sliver of HP, but look at this, fighting in the RWM, no problem, but Super Prince gets so low!
Oh, flickers himself out, but Fury manages to find a synchrophasia to bring him down, but he's still within the means of his own Zaman force, as such, allows him to pick up a double.
That's Fury striking back. Man, finally something going on for Influence Rage. But look at that. Even when they do win some skirmishes, they do get some kills. Immediately ONIC PH will get a turret. They'll get a neutral objective. Not a single moment wasted right here. See if Paquito can find something. Again, he has so much going on his plate, man.
There's still destruction, unfortunately. Not quite land on anyone yet. But this engaging from ONIC PH being all aggressive is actually playing in the hands of Influence Rage to a certain degree, right? Since Influence Rage don't have a lot of means to engage in a battle and just outright initiate, this is kind of like a counter engage that they gotta have to look out for. Paquito has to be on his toes, and as you said, he's on overtime. He constantly needs to be positioned in the right spot in order to go for the right kicks on the right person.
Yeah, he has to decide very, very well. And again, he's trying to decide all this while being, you know, illuminated by the lantern flare and still being chased down by all these tools. But look at Jokin. Whoa.
Oh. Honestly, that is just unfortunate, right? He was overzealous, hoping that he'll be able to do something, but he wasn't able to find that perfect position to get that way on the Dragon Kick. As such, onwards brings him down.
And even Monsters on the bottom side gets solo killed by King Kong there. This is not what you want to have, man. The CC so behind, he can't really duel anyone. Chando flickering away from the SOD, that was a close one.
That flicker didn't work out on time, I believe. I think that the Shatter was timed wrongly. I think I don't remember very well.
Whoa.
But in the meantime, that is going to be the Ogi Shadow kill. They're just going to be slashing away, but not quite enough to do too much except for getting a kill down on Super Prince. Well, top lane! Fury killing spree on the Kara. I believe that Spear of Destruction did not land, and that did not work out too well for him, allowing Influence Rage, despite losing one person. He managed to get that tier 1 target top.
The one single ray of hope for Influence Rage right now. Fury, 3-1-0, still scaling well. Can he do enough though to maneuver away from all the dangers of ONIC PH to outdamage the Edith, the Moskov, and also Super Prince on the Tushin? We'll have to wait and see, man. But right now, Influence Rage, they have to try and get some control. It's easier said than done, but they need to try and make sure that they dictate some of these movements themselves. Because ONIC PH, right now, they are taking some risks that are punishable. But the longer the game goes, the more they're gonna reduce those situations because they know that the Lord will be in the picture.
Surge King Kong. Oh, Blitz Surge plus everything thrown right onto Yoden. Did not even see that coming. Melted down in an instant. And now without the jungler for the side of Influence Rage, they are going to be a little bit slower when it comes down to clearing out the waves and trying to get control of the waves. As such, Influence Rage, they gotta have to find ways to get back some control in their own home.
At the same time though, Kelra, we haven't seen him split push all that hard, but you see that it's still a real potential there. Influence Rage losing all the turrets on the top side immediately. And ONIC PH can do this again. They have their eyes on the purple for now. Paquito can spot them, but he can't do anything about it. 40 seconds to go right here. And ONIC PH, unrelentless, man. Just keeping their tempo up, going into the jungle, contesting the buffs, the turrets, anything they can get right now, just to stifle Influence Rage a bit more. Ideally, they would want to shut down Fury, but they haven't really found an opportunity just yet.
A lot of the places that Influence Rage can go just to get that river control has been denied by ONIC PH. There is a line that is drawn very clearly from the side of ONIC PH just to ensure that Influence Rage have got no ways and no means to get themselves close to the Lord previously. Now though, it's a little bit different. As you can tell that Influence Rage is trying to cut the map in half, horizontally, so that they get the push down onto the bottom lane. That way, they will have a little bit more space for Paquito to go for some sneaky plays from the back.
Influence Rage are sending Jotun to deal with that split push. He's waiting in that bush, using all the patience, man. He wants Kelra and he wants him bad. I don't know if Kelra has the win of nature. Without it, Jotun can make a big play happen, but they see him. They go for the Lord.
Yep, they immediately go for it. The timing is just not quite there, and especially when the shadow is just a little bit too slow for Influence Rage themselves. On APH, they're just waiting for the opportunity, and unfortunately, oh man, the Influence Rage doesn't have got a very good wave clear coming from the EXP lane, so that will make sense. Jotun bursted down like a hot knife through butter. Oh man, this is rough.
Oh, King Kong almost gets caught there, but just gets out, man. Conceal no longer available. Brusco looking for a chance to do something.
Still has the flicker though if he's trying to look for any form of opportunity. But unfortunately, Brusco and the rest of the gang from ONIC PH, they're looking for all these small little opportunities that will allow them to snowball out of control. And this is snowball that they're looking for. With the Lord that will be piercing his trident right over to the top lane inhibitor turret, this is going to be a dead turret, no problems. As Chan popped up with the RWM, the rest of the members from the side Influence Rage, hoping that they will be able to defend out of the top lane a little bit more. The Ogi Shadow Kill dealt enough damage over to the opponent's side, but not quite enough to go for a proper direct kill.
King Kong too clean with it, man. At this point, ONIC PH are not looking for opportunities. They are forcing the opportunities they want on Influence Rage. Almost a 10k gold advantage. And now with Kelra picking up the Malefic gun, it's looking from bad to worse for Influence Rage, dude. They have no real range to deal with this Moskov in the late game. They have it maybe able to do some damage, but Kelra can just outrange all of them.
Paquito only has one chance, but unfortunately he blew it! He wasn't able to get the Whale Dragon right on time. As such, he's gonna go straight down first. But in the meantime, of course, King Kong with a great burst down, right down to the Fury. Jotun is gonna be the next one onto the board. But Jotun and Monsters triple kill credited over to King Kong. And the rest of the members for the side of ONIC PH clear.